anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And recently, MP came out and stressed that he doesn't take these rivalry games too lightly. Winning these games is a big-time priority for him.
And I like the fact that MP set this goal. Not only does it serve to light a fire under his teammates, it also connects him more deeply to the fans because we know how much they care about beating their rival.
A look at the Magic starting group. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Hart is out there with Black. And it's Carter in at the 5, rolling the paint. Time now to head over to David Aldridge for some information about MP.
Thanks very much, Kevin. We know that everybody knows the history between these two teams. All those knockdown, drag-out battles. So I asked MP if he was going to take the high road tonight and try to stay above the fray. He said just the opposite. These guys always show us disrespect. We're going to grind it out and teach them a lesson. Get your popcorn ready. Kevin.
We got it right here, Deanne. Gonna start chopping it down. Familiarity, the right breeding contempt here. Look at that.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
Wagner outside. To the inside. Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Fires from deep. And the Heat, another 3.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Tipped away. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Mick.
Watch out now.
The Magic have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Pass to Banchero. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Banchero's got his second basket of the night.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
And with the bounce pass, Hero passes to Man. From past the arc. And again, Miami with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Black. Oh, my!
Wow! And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now, arguably, a top 25 player. He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Back to Wagner. 5 to shoot. Jaquez with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
The three-pointer is right on target. Man's got 22.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference, the Magician.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup, and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
Pass to Wagner. The kick out to Ball. The Magic again can't hit. Last game for the Heat, they picked up the win against Los Angeles.
They shot the lights out from deep, really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
Duran pulls it in. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Miami. They lead by 11. Man gets the bucket.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
He gets it in there.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
A three ball. Oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A three at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's the Miami Heat. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Right back after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Miami.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
On the court for Orlando, we've got Ball. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Howard. Then there's Banchero. And it's Book Night in at the 2. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, the Magician in that last matchup against the Clippers was phenomenal. He finished with 66 points, and he was really dialed in from three-point land, making a lot of long ones. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. But we'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him. They might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Now, here's Ball. He's tightly guarded. Banchero looking around. From 13, no good off the front iron.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Man gets the bucket.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And there's the call on the Magician. That's his first foul. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Isaac. Franz Wagner comes in for Howard. Hart, he's checked in for Book Night. And Black's subbed in for Lonzo Ball. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game. Bam Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Banchero is screened for Hart. Bangs home the trifecta. Hart's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And it goes down 2 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
1:49 left in the first half. Banchero against Hackett. And it's Banchero missing.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And finished off by Banchero.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Here's Man. Misses the 3. The Magic trail by 14. Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Heat are always a tough-minded bunch. Jimmy Butler says, I just think nobody cares on our team. Make or miss shots, we're going to be who we are because we're not worried about anybody else. So that's what I think it is. I don't give a darn factor. I'm paraphrasing, Kevin. You get the picture.
I do, David. You are G-rated. Hey, thank you, D.A. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Rozier. From the arc, Man gets the bucket. Man's got 41.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
And it's Banchero missing. Man with it. He gets it up. And so it's the Miami Heat controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We come back right after this.
Well, right now for the Heat, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I got to say, they are making it look easy, here in this early part of the season at least. And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Miami Heat.
So, if you've been around this game, you see the trends. What they're doing tonight, that's how a bunch of teams are being built, playing outside in as a viable approach. If you have guys who can do that.
Yeah, they do. This lead didn't happen by accident.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from the Magician in this one.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Hero in at shooting guard with Butler at small forward. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jaime Jaquez. And it's Man in at the 1. That's the group on the 4 for Miami. Just 3 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Here's Carter. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Simply overpowers defenders when met with contact. Wendell Carter Jr.'s tough as they come.
And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues, Clark, to hone his 3-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit.
Wagner passes to Carter. Black in the post, defended by Mann. Miami leading by 17. Beyond the arc. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Mann's got 44.
Well, you see what you have here. I mean, the unselfishness of Butler, an often unsung trait of his.
Wagner kicks to Black. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
To the middle. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Mann going inside.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For the finish, and he slams it down right on top of Jonathan Isaac.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Will it go? And the shot goes in. Wagner's got 11 points here in just the second half. And so it's Miami closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. Barring a disaster, it would appear they've got this game in the bag. And we'll be right back after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so in the game for the Magic, you've got Book Night. Howard is out there with Jonathan Isaac. And it's Ball. And it's Banchero in at the 5.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Ball surveying the defense. Pass to Isaac. Back to Ball. Shot clock at 5. Isaac with a screen for Ball. Here's Banchero. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Ball, the pass to Book Night. There's the triple. And Lonzo Ball with the 3.
You know, Ball, despite the quirkiness of the shot, he does have a quick release, so you got to know he's a threat to score whenever he has it in his hands.
Mann can't hit. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Ball. The shot, no good. Excellent D that time from Mann. Driving inside. Orlando grabs the miss. Howard with a clean look. No good from outside. The Heat leading by 20. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He has decided it's the right time to talk. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. Wagner comes in for Howard. Hart, he's checked in for Bouknight. And it's Anthony Black in for Lonzo Ball. Banchero finds Carter. Back to Banchero. Latre. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Such a wide open look. 56 points for the Magician.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Wagner passes to Carter. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Black, no good. Miami leading by 22. Man. Nice defense from Wagner. Orlando's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Hart. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Mann. There's the try. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And it's Banchero missing.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious.
And good, he hits it again.
Getting to the 60 mark in a game is incredible. There's a lot of Hall of Famers who haven't done that.
And he's approaching the fourth most 60-plus point games in a season. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin.